What has simultaneously gotten worse and more expensive? Cable television. More commercials. Channels upon channels of crap. Ridiculous bill. I remember when you could watch a show on cable without any commercials. That was its big selling point. I swear that Reese's peanut butter cups have gotten shittier over the years. The peanut butter seems chalkier and the chocolate tastes blander. Plus I can't ever seem to pry them out of that little cup wrapper without leaving the bottom chocolate skin stuck to it. I think the push to put them in the freezer and eat them chilled is a ploy to cover the declining quality. Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if it's just me, but their prices have gone up and the quality has gone down. Restaurants follow this pattern. Mid-high tier national franchise restaurants trends. Panera, Five Guys, Chipotle, Buffalo Wild Wings. It's the place to be. The food's good and priced reasonably. Years pass. Food still good, but slightly more expensive. Years past. Food had degraded noticeably in quality, but because of the established brand they charge the same, if not raise prices slightly. People still go, but begin mumbling. Years pass. Food is a shell of its former self at prices higher than ever before. No one eats there anymore, but they might scrap by, because if they sell one meal they paid rent. This is Panera Bread right now, and this has been their timeline edit. Five Guys is, and always has been, consistent quality. My university education. Specifically this year, they are raising tuition, and fall semester has no in-person sessions. Clothes. Even a sweater from the Gap is like $70 now, even though the quality is about 10% better than Old Navy. Goddamn clothes retailers. Settle down or I will go naked. Edit. To the people suggesting thrift stores. I agree. It's thrilling to find something special and cheap. You wash it, you're good to go. Plus retail clothing is so effing expensive nowadays that I would rather someone else take the hit of driving it off the lot. Scented candles. Yankee Candle in particular used to be the candle that was considered premium. But while they've never been cheap, at least a while ago it was worth the money. But now they are just exorbitant in price. They don't smell like they used to, and they are not worth the money. I'm sure this will get overlooked, but KFC. I remember growing up a whole family could eat there, and it was great. Now it's just garbage. Super greasy. And will cost you an arm and a leg for a dang bucket of chicken. They have gotten way worse and the price has went up. Photo booths. Oh, the old ones were so cool. 4 different real photos for $1. Now you pay $7 for 4 identical bad laser prints. Ice cream containers that were originally 1/2 gallon have been shrinking. They went from 64 ounces to 56 ounces and now 48 ounces. But the price hasn't shrunk. It's been increasing steadily, and the quality often isn't as good as it used to be when containers were a true 1/2 gallon. When I worked at a gas station I noticed the same thing with Pringles. The tubes would shrink in height by about 1/8 of an inch every month or so. Once they got small enough they would release a new bigger size for a month with a higher price tag. They would then remove the bigger size tag and begin the shrinking process again. As someone shopping for a house, I have to say homes. Not only has the real estate market been ridiculously inflated, especially in New York City, my residence, I'm finding that the actual quality of a lot of these homes are absolute shit. Due to the ability to find and source cheap materials and labor, developers are able to make huge profits off high prices and low costs. It's making me really rethink if I want to buy a house, or just use all that money to aggressively invest. Disney theme parks. Speaking pre-COVID world, they were better when you could do an entire park in a day. Cost much less, like $40 vs whatever the insane price is now. And they limited who could get in. Universal is the same way. Specifically Halloween Horror Nights. It was $15 the first time I went. They capped how many tickets they sold, and you had time to do every house plus a couple of rides. It was my favorite and we would go every year. Now, it's like $70 for a ticket. You have to buy Fast Pass for another $30 or $40 just so you have a chance to do every house, because the lines can literally be hours long. because they don't cap ticket sales, and they recycle the same houses, but pretend it's a new theme. It's so miserable we stopped going. There used to be this burger joint called Joe's Cab Block near me. Great place. I miss it so much. A few months before it closed down, I was there and the owner, Joe, was having a heated conversation with one of his suppliers on the phone. After he hung up, he looked over at me and just said, "Price goes up, quality goes down." It took me a while to realize that that wasn't an asshole supplier he was dealing with, just a fact of life. People like Joe can't tolerate that. That's why the truly great things never last. Only the mediocre things are able to endure long enough to degrade into the universally hated embodiment of entropy that the physical world allows for. Face razors. They had it perfected with double-edged blades and a metal razor. Cheap and incredible shades. Modern plastic disposable razors are worse on your skin, give a worse shave, and grotesquely expensive. They are nothing more than monopolists controlling the availability and accessibility. When you go to the razor section at the store, you can only choose from their garbage. I give double-edged metal razors to men and women loved ones as gifts, and universally their minds are blown realizing how much better and less expensive they are. Health insurance. Almost everything. Planned obsolescence and expediency has taken the place of quality and craftsmanship. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.